All right, what up, people? What's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here. Real quick, I wanted to talk about 3 tips on how to get hot chicks. Because a lot of dudes, they want to get the hot girls. They want to get the girls who are on point. You feel me? So I want to, give you guys some tips on how to make that happen. All right. So my Skype is acting funny today, but we'll see what's popping with it. But before we get into all that, make sure that you guys get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the ebook, the hard copy, and the audio. Ebook, hard copy, audio. We got all of this for this book. Also, I want to let you guys know the Bad Boy book is on its way. It's we're making it happen. What up, Jay? What up, Somali? What's going on? So the Bad Boy book is on its way, so it's gonna go down. But for now, you guys can get How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day. You can get the audiobook, the ebook, and the hard copy. So make sure you guys click the link below. Grand Admiral, what's poppin'? Talking about step 1, don't be black. Get the fuck out of here. What up, Alpha Male? Sigma Male, what's going on? What's poppin'? Yeah, so real quick, I want to tell you guys, because I know y'all probably some people gonna start calling in like crazy, but before we get into the calls, I wanted to give you guys 3 tips on how to get hot girls, right? Now, these are some tips that you can use to really make shit pop off for you. But if you really want it to go down, you got to actually use what I'm talking about and do it. You feel what I'm saying? So what's going on? Who we got in here? Gremlin323, Bernard, Explode, Javon, what's going on? You feel me? So the first tip on how to get hot chicks, right, is 1, make sure that 99% of the women that you're talking to are the hot girls. So what I mean by that is you have to be able to make sure that you are eliminating the average chicks from your options. So the average to below average chicks, you cannot talk to them, period. So the thing is, you say, I always say, look, you got to practice, talk to a lot of different girls and all that. That's all good. But what I'm talking about is if you're trying to really, like if you're focusing on just getting hot girls, you have to eliminate the average to below average looking chicks. You understand? And what I mean by that is that when you eliminate those girls, what you do is you give yourself no choice but to talk to the hot girls. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to basically be laser focused on just talking to the hot chicks. Now, when we say hot girl, whatever is hot to you. So you know what girl you think is hot, or the girls you think are hot. And you know the girls you think are not hot or below average to you. So you have to make sure you're focusing just on talking to the hot girls, because what you want to do is you want to get yourself used to just talking to hot chicks, right? Because if you have the average to below average girls to fall back on, what you're going to do is you're going to be like, well, that girl's hot over there, but let me go talk to this other chick real quick, because you want to be in your comfort zone. You feel like, oh, I'm scared to talk to the hot girl, so let me talk to this regular chick over here and be safe. You feel what I'm saying? So who we got up in here? Gerara King, what's going on? Derek Jones was popping. So that's tip number 1. Eliminate the average to below average looking chicks and talk strictly to the hot chicks, right? Because you want to get that to be your only option, is the hot girls, right? Now, number 2, and this is the mistake that most guys make, is when you talk to hot women, talk to them just like you would have talked to any other girl. So basically what I mean is, do not, put these hot girls on a pedestal and don't treat them different. You understand? So don't treat them any differently than you're going to treat another chick. See, a lot of dudes, they say, yo, how do I talk to the hot girls? The same way you talk to the average girls, the same way you talk to the below average girls. The same shit. You feel me? What's up, Real Deal? I'm going to give her the number out in a second. Hold on. So you got to talk to the chicks the same way. See, the problem is that guys put the hot girls on a pedestal and think they got to do something different for the hot chicks. You don't do that shit. And that's what messes you up, because you're like, oh, this girl's hot, so I got to do something different. You see what I'm saying? And then that difference is making you sort of put her on that pedestal, which is the thing that makes her not really be fucking with you like that, not really attracted to you, because she could see that you're either nervous or you're trying to do something different, or you're trying to treat her differently than the other girls. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you're not putting her on a pedestal and treating her differently. And the third tip, right? And this is the tip you got to put in some work. The third tip is you got to step up your verbal game. You feel what I'm saying? You got to step up that mouthpiece, because this is the thing. And this doesn't just go for, girls that most guys would, think is hot, or just, the hot chicks or whatever. It's just that women, what they do is they come into contact with a lot of guys who don't know how to talk to chicks, right? Who don't know how to actually have conversations. So if you go up to that hot girl and your mouthpiece is tight, and you know how to have a conversation, then she's going to be more receptive to you, right? But you got to make sure that your mouthpiece is crisp, and that's going to make her actually want to have those conversations with you. You have those conversations with her. That's the thing that's going to get her to actually, do what you got to do with you. So those are the 3 tips. So number 1, make sure that you're designating your time just to talk to the hot girls. Number 2, talk to them like how you would talk to any other chick. And number 3, get your mouthpiece on tight. And if you guys go to Bad Boy Membership, I have a program called 5 tips on how to attract dimes. You feel what I'm saying? But what's popping in the chat room, man? Y'all going crazy right now. Hold on. The calling number 646-481-3901. You feel me? I want Grand Admiral. I can't say that fucking word. Admiral. There we go. I want you to call up. But I know you're not. But I want you to call up, though. Because you talking mad shit in there. You are talking mad shit. But yeah, if you guys want to get the hot girls, man, you got to work on that mouthpiece, man. You got to work on talking. And because a lot of times when you guys start hollering at chicks and you think the girl is hot, you start getting nervous. You're like, oh shit, I don't know what to say, what to do, all that other, all that other crazy shit. All right, let me answer this. Hold on. Yo, what's going on? Who's this? Hello? 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 Can you hear me?
This is Mr. Locario.
Yo, I can. You sound like you all the way in the background. I can't hear you that good. What's going on?
Hold on. Let me get my headset in there.
Dude, I can't hear you at all, bro.
Hold on.
I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello?
Can you hear me now, man?
I can hear you a little bit. Okay, go ahead. What are you saying?
Yeah. This is the Admiral, man.
Who?
This is the Admiral, man.
Oh, it's the Admiral. What's going on, bro? Why is that your phone? You sound like you like down the block. Like, why your phone sound so low?
I'm like on my headset. I don't know.
You gotta take that headset off and put that shit on regular phone, man. I can't hear you. But what's going on? What's popping with you?
Hold on.
Yeah, take that shit off.
I'll call you right back, all right?
All right, call back. Then you take all that shit off. Call back and take all that shit off. All right. Cause I'm like, I'm like, what is he calling from? I'm like, this dude sound like he was, I don't know what the fuck was going on with that shit. Oh, but, and I forgot to tell you guys, I'm going to have a Thanksgiving sale. So I'm just letting y'all know now, around Thanksgiving, I'm going to have a sale. It's going to be, a bad boy membership sale. It's just going to be tight. All right, let me see if he's good now. Yo, what's going on?
Yours truly back again.
What's going on? Who's this?
You're Aber.
Okay, I can hear you a little bit better. I can hear you a little bit better now. What's going on?
Yeah, you said to call in, dude.
Yeah. So what's popping with you? You were saying that Asian people don't like black people. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because it's true, dude.
Is it really? Why? How's it true?
城市的衣服或者婴儿。
What? Hello? Man, this dude.
你好。
Okay, this guy's trolling. I had to hang up on him. I was actually trying to have a conversation with this motherfucker. But it's like, damn, like, why can't the trolls have some substance? You feel what I'm saying? Mad trolls in the place. But what's going on with you people in the chat room? Calling number 646-481-3901. That is the calling number. But yeah, dudes is up here trolling and shit. Talking crap. You feel me? Okay, let's see who this is. Yo, what's going on? Who's this? Yo.
Yo, Locario, what's up? It's Jovan Foran.
What up? What's going on? Where you from?
GT.
Alright, what's poppin' with you?
I just wanna piggyback off of what you're saying about the whole hot chick thing. Now,
right.
Yeah, I definitely agree with a lot of what you're saying. The other thing I want to say, which is kind of what you're saying, is like you gotta act like you've been there before.
Right, exactly.
I done got hot chicks before, and my issue was like when you with them, like, and it takes experience. It takes doing it a lot more than once because it's real easy to get with these pretty ass women and act different. You know what I'm saying? That's it takes training. It takes, you know what I'm saying, doing it. Because I mean, I've had some experiences with pretty women, and of course, like you said, it's subjective. But I'm talking about pretty women that's getting 400 or 500 likes on Instagram. I mean, they popping. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm gonna front in the beginning, I was a little intimidated. Like, damn, like, why does she want me? You know what I'm saying? Like, out of all these niggas sitting there leaving heart eyes under a picture, then you know what I'm saying? You just see all the thirst. You know what I'm saying? It's hard not to ask what it's about me. And it's not that I'm not confident. I mean, I know I mean, everybody is one of one. There's only one of you. So that's what makes you you, and that's what makes you special.
Right.
But it's hard to accept that and understand that off rip. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to share that I really like the topic or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I just want to tell dude that like, and like I said, even when you get the hot chick, because that's the other thing. Like, if you're trying to actually be with them, like, that takes even more discipline.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you said, cause they're gonna shit test you like crazy.
Right. And on top of that, you gotta get used to other dudes trying to, holler at your chick, or other dudes paying her attention. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
All of that shit. Real shit, man. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely get into more of that in a second, bro. But I appreciate your call, man. All right.
Yeah, no problem, bro. All right.
But yeah, he says that's some real shit though. That's some real shit because, you gotta get used to talking to hot girls. You understand? That's the problem with most guys is that they get into a moment, they're talking to a hot girl or they're interacting with a hot girl and they're like, oh my God, this is amazing. I can't believe this is going on. And just like he said, he's like, thinking, what does she want with me? You feel what I'm saying? And see, that's the thing you got to understand. You got to understand your value. You got to understand, like, you are the only motherfucker who is you. You understand? So you got to come to the interaction with that, understanding. You see what I mean? And then you're going to actually get more hot chicks the more hot chicks you talk to, because you want to get it to the point where it doesn't matter that she's hot. You see what I mean? Where you almost forget that she's hot. Meaning you're so used to this that this is what you do. You talk to hot chicks. You talk to hot chicks. Call the number 646-481-3901. Yeah, man. Man, we got some trolls in here tonight. That's freaking great. Who's Adrian? I want Adrian to call up. I'm inviting all the trolls to call up. I'm gonna do you guys a favor tonight. Give you some attention. It's crazy. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, the caller number 646-481-3901. But yeah, for you guys to really start getting hot girls, you gotta start talking to more hot women. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this? Yo. Hello? What is going on with the phones tonight? Is this on my end or y'all end? What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's up with your phone? Your phone is mad low. What's going on? Yo. Man, you guys need to get them phones fixed, man. Jesus. I don't know what's going on. Somali, what's going on? What's your question? You can call up, Somali. 646-481-3901. All right, let's see if this... Yo, what's going on? Yo,
Locario, can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit. You sound like you're breaking up a little bit. What's going on?
I can hear you a little bit. Yeah, I got a question though. How can I make shit happen if I'm still living at the pad with my parents?
You said, how can you make stuff happen if you live in with your parents?
Yeah, correct.
All right, so you got turn down your computer because I can hear the feedback and all that shit. All right, but yeah. So the thing is, see, I keep hearing the feedback. Right? I keep hearing the feedback. You gotta turn that shit down, bro. See, I'm hearing.
Is it okay now?
All right, let me see. I keep hearing my voice in the background. All right, I'm gonna have to call you. You're gonna have to call back. You gotta fix that. All right, I have to hang up on him. I was hearing the damn echo. That shit is crazy. But I'll answer your question though. You're saying if you at your house with your parents, either you're gonna have to have cool ass parents that don't give a fuck that you got chicks coming through, or you're gonna need, if that's an issue, you're gonna have to find chicks with their own spot, or you're gonna have to take them to hotels. But I'm sure if in a lot of cases, most dudes that's living with their parents ain't really got money like that, so you might need to just find chicks who got their own spot and then go to their own spot. Michelle, he said niggas is trolling. Exactly. Call Adrian. Call in, Adrian. 646-481-3901. Call in. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, if you one of them dudes who live with their parents, your parents got to be cool with that shit if you're gonna bring chicks over. Because if it ain't, it's gonna be an issue. But let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on? Yo.
Hello.
What's poppin'? What's going on? Who's this?
What's up, Mr. Locario? Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Who's
this? What's your name?
Cool. Oh, this is James.
All right, what's going on? Where you from?
In New York.
All right, cool. So what's poppin' with you?
All right, so this past summer, like I went to a wedding, and then like my mindset, going in was to just go around and then just talk to girls.
Right.
But I don't know why. Like, I think I was over stressing myself because like I had the mentality to like bag every chick.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know, like it just seemed like every girl I was talking to was just turning me down.
Mm-hmm.
So like in like situations in terms of like like a social setting or like a wedding situation, how do you work the room and be that social guy?
Well, the thing is, I'm hearing from your voice, and dudes are saying in the chat room that you sound nervous as hell. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Gotcha.
You see what I mean? Like that's probably why a lot of the interactions that you're dealing with women, they're not being receptive. You understand? Because the thing is, a chick, she's going to respond to that masculinity. She's going to respond to that assertive energy. She's going to respond to a guy who's like, take charge, who knows what he's trying to do, who knows where he's trying to go. So that nervous energy to a woman is not attractive to her. You see what I'm saying? See, it's all about that energy. So when you approach a girl, you understand, you gotta just be on some, yo, what's up, how you doing, what's your name, right? And you just real smooth with it. But right now you sound like you're like, oh hey, hi, how are you? I was wondering, you like that, you got that vibe. You feel what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, you do. That's what I'm saying. Like that's how your vibe is.
See, the thing is, like I have a little stutter, so I'm like, I'm like guessing that can make it seem like I'm like nervous, but like to be honest, I'm not nervous right now.
Right,
so,
but that's the thing. It's not even the stutter. It's the actual energy, because I know a dude who stutters, but his energy is different. You understand what I'm saying? It's like so it's not necessarily the stutter. Maybe you thinking about the stuttering could be hurt in a situation where it makes you not comfortable. But it's really about the energy, because like your energy, even in the call just now, is switched up a little bit when you were just talking. But when you first came online, when you first answered the call or whatever, or answered the call, your energy was really nervous like. You see what I'm saying? So, So the thing is, you have to. What I would say to you is, you got to talk to more chicks, more girls, right? And then practice, like basically having a very, laid back, chill, calm energy when you're talking to girls. You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about what they're gonna think. Don't worry about what they're gonna say. Just get used to being social with them. Because when you start to get used to talking to them and it becomes second nature, you're not going to have that nervous energy. Because it sounds like you might be thinking too much when you're talking to these chicks. You might be wondering how they think about you. You might be wondering, oh, what's going to happen next if I say this and say that. You just got to chill and relax and flow with the conversation so you get used to talking. Because right now, your vibe just sounds real, like, nervous. You feel what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay.
Right. So you got to practice that shit.
Yeah. So like, what if like I like feel totally confident, but I like say if I feel totally confident, but I'm like still giving off that negative energy. Like how do I switch that? Because sometimes like in my head, I'm confident, but to you. It like seems like I'm not confident.
Well, see, the thing is, again, like, you see how like you're talking to me right now. Like you said one sentence, but it took you like a little bit longer to really get it out. You see what I'm saying? And it's so what I'm saying is that a lot of times, what you're gonna have to do is that you're gonna have to practice talking and get yourself more in the mode of just, because you're saying you're confident, and you could be confident. Right, but when you're confident, the confidence is going to come out through your talking, because it's not about the stutter. It's not about even what you're saying. Sometimes it's literally about the energy. You see what I'm saying? It's literally about the energy. You understand? And the energy that comes across. Because if you have a confident energy, it's going to come across in how you talk to the girl. You understand what I'm saying? And so the thing is that you might feel like sort of like, you know, cool in a situation, or you might feel like, okay, well, I'm not really nervous, but you're not really confident to the point where it's coming out in your energy. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a feeling, and the feeling that I'm getting, because it's not even like I just got it. Like the dudes in the chat room was saying the same thing I'm saying. So imagine if you're talking to a girl who's been approached a lot by different guys, and you're coming up to her with that sort of energy that doesn't feel as confident as other guys who she's been attracted to made her feel. You understand? Or she felt that way when they were talking to her. You see what I mean? So the thing is that you gotta be able to, you know, like practice your talking, practice your verbal skills, and then as you're practicing it, you're gonna get better. You understand what I'm saying? It's just that you gotta go out there and keep talking and keep interacting with these girls. You see what I'm saying? And I would say this is what I would suggest to you. I would suggest to you go out to different spots and bring a friend with you. You see what I'm saying? And have your friend sort of watch what you're doing and critique what you're doing, because you might not necessarily notice it. You see what I mean? So you gotta have somebody with you to say, okay, I notice you are doing this or doing that, and then he can tell you, okay, look, you need to do this more, you need to do that more, because that's gonna, you know, step up your game. You see what I mean? But if you're doing it by yourself, you might not necessarily see all the things that you need to, you know, work on, because right now you're saying, hey, you know, I'm confident, but I'm still whatever. But you might be doing things that's displaying shit that's showing that you're not confident. You see what I'm saying? But you don't really recognize it at this point. You see what I mean?
All right, got it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you. Peace.
All right.
But yeah, man. So yeah, you guys gotta, you know, you got to step up that game when you're talking, man. You understand? Because yo, I'm telling you, it's all about the energy. Like y'all felt it when he called through. You know, you could hear that shit. You understand what I'm saying? You could hear that shit. Yo, what's going on? Who's this? Yo.
Yo, Locario, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on? Who's this?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's Rock, man. I got some great news. I was trying to catch your last show to tell you, man. I ended up pounding me one out again, man. Listening to your methods, man.
All right, what happened? What's going on?
Man, this pretty much was the case, man. Like I'm already confident anyway. I'll be out there meeting them and, you know, giving them my number, and I've been getting a lot of feedback lately. But this is like a chick who, I guess she started out, she was on a lesbian side or something. So I pretty much told her, like, I know you kind of got on me before about, like, asking them what they looking for quickly and stuff like that.
Right,
that was my way of nexting them and, you know, seeing who's about what. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, in the beginning, I had done kind of slick did that with her, but I had a few
Oh, you're breaking up.
So she kind of didn't know what she wants. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said she kind of didn't know what she wanted, you know. So I pretty much told her, just months ago when I met her, I told her, hey, get back at me when you figure out what it is you're trying to do. So, man, as a recent, like, I think like a few days ago, man, she got back with me, man, and I went through, man, and I tore it down.
Nice.
And it was kind of funny. I was trying to remember who she was. I just figured out who she was. And now I got another one that I tore down before. You know what I'm saying? She hit me back up, man.
Right.
So do you think it's like what I said? Do you think it stood out to her, or do you think it's the fact that, man, her options really dried up? Which it don't matter why she gave it to me, but what do you think that is in a lot of cases?
Well, the thing is this. Again, you got to understand, like, chicks, they're dealing with a whole bunch of dudes, right? You understand? And so sometimes what happens is that when you let a girl know that you're available, you understand, to like, so what I'm saying is, like, you let a girl know, hey, you know, I'm trying to do this thing with you, right? Sometimes they might not be ready to do that thing with you at the moment. You see what I mean? So if you still sort of cool with them and you keep in contact with them and you just sort of, like, you don't sort of burn any bridges, I should say. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have it to where, you know, she hates you or something. Then, you know, a chick is just going to hit you back when she's in that mood and when she's ready. She's going to be thinking, oh, you know, what happened to so-and-so? And then that's when she's going to get back to you. You see what I mean? So is a lot of times, you know, you just gotta really be putting your game out there, and then you never know when chicks is gonna come back around, because I've had that shit happen to me too many times, where it's like chicks I done forgot about who hit me back out of the blue, and they're like, yo, what's up, blah 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 blah, and then so I'll be like, all right, let's get together, and then shit goes down. You see what I mean? So so all I would say to you is, just in general, and this goes for any other guy, when you are talking to chicks and you're interacting with them, even if shit don't go down at the moment, right? And you charge them, you could charge them, but you don't necessarily need to, you know, be a dick about it. You don't necessarily need for it to be on some like, oh fuck you bitch, I ain't talking to you no more, that type of shit. You see what I mean? Because you never know when they'll come back around, and if you want to fuck with them at that moment, you could make it happen. You see what I'm saying? Just like you had going on with this chick. You see what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I said, man, I had to really give myself a pat on the back. Like, man, I've been campaigning for years, since like a teenager, and to be honest, man, like a lot of stuff that you say when I be watching your stuff, I'm like, dang, man, that stuff I tried, and I know you telling the truth about it, because before I even ran across your videos, it was just me just blindly going out there, you know, blind to just holler at them, because I always at least at some point had that confidence where I step up to them no matter how they look good or whatever it is. So I seen exactly everything that you're telling them, like for the people that really just think about look. Like I agree, man. You Locario really telling the truth, man.
I'm trying to tell them out there, man. I'm trying to let them know.
I know people personally, right? Like my job, a dude, they come up to my job. I'm gonna say he's somewhat similar to you, and I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? I was talking to this other chick. She's a beautiful chick, right? We was having just a basic conversation, but she notices his vibe walking back and forth. You know what I'm saying? He's not really, his talk game ain't on point. You know what I'm saying? He's somewhat like, I go ahead and say he's somewhat like a stalker. If you give him your number, he gonna stalk you like he ain't got nothing better to do. Right. So what she noticed about him was, she was just kind of like, man, he's handsome, but I would never do it. And that made me think of you. And I asked her, I said, why wouldn't you, do nothing with him or whatever it is? It's like, man, this is weird. He ain't got no game. He just seemed like he handsome, but if he just didn't act the way he acts, I can tell he'll probably get a lot more women. And then, and the light went off, and I thought about, I said, damn, Locario said that to these folks on it. So, which I already knew that, but the guys that listen to you, they don't believe that.
And you know why they don't believe it? You know why they don't believe it is because most of the guys who don't believe it don't have enough experience. You see what I'm saying? And I talked about that too. Is like, I can tell a level of a guy's experience in the game based off of what resonates with him. You see what I'm saying? And so if a guy's just all about, it's all about looks, it's all about looks, it's all about looks, that's a dude who's never really been in a lot of situations to see that it's not all about just looks. You see what I'm saying? So, it's crazy.
Exactly, man. Because like I went out there, man, and when I say like my campaign is like so heavy, like, and I say everything you said lined up, it really is a numbers game, man. Because like I think like I had called a couple shows before, and I think I was asking you something about like, man, I'm giving them my number, they ain't hit me back and whatever. I've had this. It's like it happens in seasons with me. One season I'm hot, they hit me back, they get with me. Next season I'm not, but I'm still campaigning. And then somebody from the past will hit me up, or I run across some cooperatives. It always happened to me like that. But like a lot of guys, I know what their problem is. Like they the dude that go to the mall or whatever they go to, and they fold their arms. They see she look nice. They see one fella, but they won't walk up to her and say nothing. Their whole thing is either hiding behind a computer, or they wanna they do like what I've seen a lot of guys do in society. Like if it's a chick that go to class with them, if it's a chick that work with them. They want to get warmed up. They're not gonna cold approach like I would or like you would. Like me, I'm a cold approach guy. Me personally, I don't like, for some reason, talking to chicks that's in a closed setting that I see every day. I see you too much. I want something that I don't see every day that's not around me, like, and I can just kind of walk up to you. And you know, so this is my thing. It's always been my thing. So I know what they doing, man. They standing back, they folding their arms, they watching the women walk by, and they get in groups and they look at each other and they say, man, she look good. Yeah, man, she look good. Okay, what's next? And they do that, and that's it. And that's all they do. And then one day they might muster up the nerve. If it's a chick, like I said, they got to get familiar with it. Then they going to pretend like they her friend and all that old corny stuff that they do. Man, I got them all the way figured out, man. I'm just glad that I kind of graduated up. I would you saying a few other guys out there get what you're saying, but I ain't gonna lie to you, 98% of them, man, you got some work to do with them, man, because they got to start over from the basics.
I'm trying, because you're not, and that's the thing, man. You know, a lot of cats, like you were saying, what they do is that they stay in their comfort zone. You understand? And they don't realize that, yo, it's a big world out there. Because I get dudes hit me up all the time. They're like, yo, there's this girl I've been trying to get with for like 6 months, and she's in my class. And I'm like, dude, like, why you just worried about that girl? You feel what I'm saying? And so, you know, cats be missing out. They be missing out on what the deal is. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, yo, you got to really put yourself out there to really see what you're capable of, to see how much chicks will actually choose. Because, see, and that's the problem, like, since they only talking to this one girl at their school or trying to get with some girl at their job and all this other shit, what happens is that their whole dating life and their whole dating world is they're learning just from that specific experience. So when that girl is brushing them off or that girl's not really feeling them or whatever, they look at it like, damn, well, girls don't like me, girls ain't feeling me. And the thing is that they're not putting themselves out there more to see actual situations that they could put themselves in, to see girls cooperating with them and fucking with them. You see what I mean? And so it's crazy.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy, man.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm glad I do. But this is coming from somebody, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, because I hear some of y'all say stuff like, man, the height and your complexion and your look. Man, I'm like 5'5", 5'6", right. And I'm gonna say I probably, over my years, I'm gonna say I probably smashed probably like, what, 70-something, 80-something. I'm also adding when I was in college. You know what I'm saying? 70-something, 80-something women I've possibly been with.
Right.
Then I'm still going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not even counting the recent ones that I've met that's cooperated with me. And I didn't take them on no dates. I didn't pretend like I was their friend.
Right.
They didn't say nothing about my height. You know what I'm saying? And none of that. I'm an average looking guy. I ain't bad looking, but I'm average looking. I dress well. I'm short. You know, you hear a lot of black women talking about the height. Man, what I've learned with women is, don't believe what they say, man. Just like Locario had another video talking about watch their actions. He's telling the truth. And the reason I know he's telling the truth is because I am a guy who actually walks up to different women and speak to them. I speak to the beautiful ones. I speak to the hood rats.
Right.
I speak to the average ones. I've had ones give me bad attitude. I didn't give a fuck because I'm cocky. I had ones give me their number and play their game. I don't care because I don't participate in games. I just charge them. And so I know everything that he's saying. You know what I'm saying? It's true about it. You just got to get your confidence up together. Go ahead. Some of y'all be dressing like bums.
Right.
You know, fix your clothing up, get your haircut, get you some cologne, and get some confidence about yourself, and step outside of your classroom. Step away from your job. Talk to women that you don't see every day.
Exactly.
Go out there and say hello to a woman.
Real shit, man.
I ain't gonna hold up. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold up Locario's show, man. But I just want to say that and thank him, you know, because everything he said resonated with me, and it was some stuff I needed to learn. He kind of helped me put the pieces together a little bit.
That's what's up, bro. I appreciate that, man. And yo, that's what's up, man. Keep doing your thing, because you getting it in for real. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I definitely am, man. And hopefully, you know, these other guys that get to that level,
right?
Man, like I said, they just need to step off the porch and stop dealing with the women from the neighborhood and you know, whatever it is familiar with them, man. Just fix yourself up, go out there and don't even care how the women react. Just be so confident with you. Be like, man, it's just a game to me. I'm just seeing what they gonna do. Give them your number and leave it alone. Don't take theirs, give them yours and let them call you. And don't harass them talking about call me right now.
Right.
A lot of women be telling y'all doing
Real shit, bro. All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you later, all right? All right, real talk. All right, man. Appreciate it. Peace. Yeah, man. That's some real shit. And you guys up in the chat room trying to talk about, the chicks were 4s and 5s and 6s and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on, let me address that real quick before I get the next call, because y'all be hating like a motherfucker. Because real shit is that what you gotta understand is this. I need to learn how to fucking take this ringer off, because I've been trying to do this. They got Skype, got a new shit. But if you if you're the type of dude who is banging more, like, if you've banged more than, I'd say like 60 or 70 chicks, right? All of those women are not going to be top notch to you. You understand? It just ain't going to happen. So the more chicks you have sex with, the more likely that a few of them here and there is going to be chicks that aren't all that. You understand? But the thing is that if you are out here getting shit popping and talking to women and getting that much sex and getting these things going, you're gonna actually have more, like, way more chicks than the average guy, of course, because they said the average guy, I think, has sex with like 7 girls in his life. But you're also gonna have the experience to even get more women and the hotter women that you really want to get with. You understand? But dudes is up there hating. I'm like, God damn, y'all crazy. Greg John, you said I changed the ringtone. Nah, that's Skype. Skype updated to like some Skype 8 point something. So the ringtone's different. I'm trying to silence the ringtone, but I didn't see a fucking option. I gotta probably hit him up and be like, yo, how the fuck you change this ringtone shit or silence it. But yeah, the caller number 646-481-3901. You guys can call up and make that shit happen. But you said 6 or below defeats the purpose of game. Well, that's the thing. If it's below a 6 to you, that's on you. You feel what I'm saying? You know whether something's a 6 or a 5 or a 10 or whatever. Yo, what's going on? Who's this? Yo,
This Mr. Locario?
Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Yo, what up? Yeah, this is Anilio.
What's going on? Where you from?
I'm from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. All right, what's going on with
Straight
you?
out of Pittsburgh, yeah. Yo, I was listening to your one video which you was talking about the online dating.
Right.
Yo, I'm sitting there starting to think. Most of these dudes out here, like the MGTOW dudes, I'm talking about those dudes that can't get no women. I'm thinking that most of those dudes can't get like no chick online because that's all they're using is online dating. Like, what you think?
I mean, well, you know, a lot of the MGTOW dudes really, they're having trouble with chicks, which is part of the reason why they're MGTOW. You feel what I'm saying? That's one of the main things. But yeah, that you know, that could be it too. Where if some of them are using, you know, online dating, but don't know how to do it right, and that goes for any guy. That's just not MGTOW dudes or whatever. But if you're using online dating, you don't know how to do it right.
But do you think that's the only?
Say it again.
Do you think that's the only? You think that's the reason why they're having trouble? Is that's the only that they're taking the check chicks out, like the talk to girls is online dating. Like, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of them do mostly that. Like, I'm not saying that they do that all the way through, but I know a lot of guys that are in that situation are probably doing that shit, because the thing is, online, it seems like the easier way to go. You feel what I'm saying? Because you ain't really got to go and approach a girl. You just could swipe left, swipe right, and try to do your thing. But it's hard because it's, you know, if you don't know what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Because you can do that shit all day and not get no matches, not get no responses, or if you do get a response, you don't get her to come and see you. So if you ain't doing the shit right, it's going to be hard for you to make it happen. And especially if you see the problem with the MGTOW dudes, because the MGTOWs be on that shit where they talking about, you know, that they just pumping and dumping. You feel what I'm saying? But in order for you to pump and dump, you got to be able to attract the women. And it's hard for you to attract the women. Right. It's hard for you to attract the women if you got this like energy. You understand what I'm saying? Where you're just like complaining all the time and shit. You feel what I'm saying about the chick? You see what I mean? Because how you gonna get a girl if you can keep complaining about the shit?
Yeah, I think you're right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, because the reason why I say that is because I had an Uber driver this time. And I was talking to her. I'm out here in LA now. And she was telling me, she was like, there's this guy that she's dating. She was like, she met him like at a real estate event or some shit like that. Right. She said that he was not nothing that she just like, he doesn't fit the description of what she would have wanted in a dude. And she said, had he messaged me online, like on Tinder or something, we would have never talked to him.
Right.
But now that's the love of her life right now. They're getting ready to get married just because he approached her in a rural world environment.
Right.
But had that same approached her like online, she would have ignored him because he didn't fit none of the qualifications that she was looking for online.
Right. And
so it had me think it. Right. So I was like, okay. So I'm thinking like, okay. So dudes online, these MGTOW dudes, I think a lot of those dudes, that it's all about looks. I think they're saying that because they're only using online dating.
Right. Well, that could be
like most of the majority, like 90%. I say 90% of the time only online dating, and they're like hitting that wall of what she's telling me. She's beautiful. Like she was a beautiful woman.
Right.
And I think most of them are hitting that wall because it's hard. Online dating is difficult. Like you said, like there was a video you just did. You was like, it's extremely more difficult.
Oh yeah.
Online dating than going in the real world.
And I was like, yeah. Because
right.
the thing is weird because it's easier to approach a chick, talk to her, and have that interaction because you have more back and forth energy going on in that real life face-to-face situation. So it's easier to talk to a chick like that. If you're online, you're competing, with all these other dudes trying to holler at her. You feel what I'm saying? Chicks are even more picky online because they think, oh, all these guys online are crazy, so I got to figure out blah blah blah. And so then it's going to be harder online if you don't know what you're doing. Now, if you do know what you're doing online, then the shit could be easier than actually approaching girls in the street. You see what I mean? So it's like a back and forth thing. Because if you don't really know how to do online, it's better that you do offline. If you're great online, you don't even need to do that much offline. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's it all depends. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I don't use online. Like I tried it. Right. And it was too many trannies on that bitch. I swear to God, like there was this chick I was talking about. Oh, hell yeah, I'm hitting the night. Yo, this bitch, she hit me up with a pic. This bitch is a tranny.
Oh yeah, they be on there. You gotta be careful.
Like I've never seen a tranny ever in my life. Like a picture, it was like you can tell. It's like, oh my God, this bitch is a motherfucking tranny. I got off that bitch. So I don't use online. You gotta
be careful, B.
Fat bitches. Too many fat bitches and trannies and stuff. Like I can't do that. So I'm from Pittsburgh, and I came out here to L.A. about a year and a half ago.
Right.
And man, you should come out here and like for the Bad Boy membership, like promote yourself out here.
Right.
Because you can make so much money.
Now, I'm gonna be out there soon. I'm gonna be next year. I'm traveling heavy.
So many dudes need this membership.
Yeah, I'm gonna be traveling heavy next year, so I'll be out there soon. You feel me? Yeah, man.
Yeah, get out there. You can make so much money out here because these dudes need help. I'm telling you. I'm in the clubs all the time. All these events, they need help because there's a lot of like Indian type dudes, and there's nothing wrong with them. They just don't know how to talk to women.
Right.
Like I'll be in like a lounge, and it'll be me and my boy talking to like a certain amount of chicks. And these other dudes are just sitting on the corner, like staring off at the corner. I'm like, nobody's talking to nobody.
Oh yeah,
looking at their phone.
I see that shit all the time, bro. I see that shit all the time. When I'm at the spots or the clubs, it's the same shit out here too. So it is what it is. But yeah, definitely I gotta come out there and see what's popping, yo. For real. You feel me?
Definitely, man. Yo, I support you, man. Yeah, I actually follow you on Instagram. I'm the dude that asked you if you were Dominican.
Oh, word.
I was the Dominican cat.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit. That's what's up.
I thought you, because you look like my brother. Yeah, I was like, he looked just like my older brother. Yo, right. I was like, oh, yo, you Dominican? I just had to ask, but cause he's from NY too. So I was like, but keep doing your thing, man.
Right, bro.
I keep watching your videos, man. Just come out here and make some money, man. I'm telling you.
I feel you, man. That's what's up, and yo, be careful. Stay away from them trannies, man. Don't get caught up. Okay?
Oh man.
Don't get caught up. I feel you.
All right, man.
All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you. Peace. Yeah, man. You guys got to be careful, bro. I've been out to these spots, man. Like even, at these clubs and all of that. Chicks be, hollering and they not really, they weren't born female. So you gotta be careful so you don't get caught up in that shit. For real. Crazy. Let me see what's popping with this. Yo, what's going on? Who's this? Yo. Hello?
Yo, what's going on?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yo, this is Michelle Calbray calling from Detroit.
Oh, what's poppin', bro? What's going on?
Yo, what's going on? Man, y'all gonna have to hook a Mina up with some dick, man. She just ruined our vibe last week, dog.
Oh shit! Nah, that's
Yeah,
that's
man,
that's Amina. That's how she get down, bro.
She stuck the energy all
That's
of the whole
but see,
stream last week, man.
that's the thing though. You gotta get used to that, man, because that's how women are, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, she tried to roast me, man. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, I don't even know you, man. She just trying to roast me. I just got on. I'm like, damn.
See, you can't get emotional about it. You gotta be, you gotta be on top of your shit and not let them know they getting to you, because they shouldn't be getting to you at all. You feel what I'm saying? That's how it is. But what's going on with you though?
But yeah, man, I had to call and let you know that you got about them approach videos, man. I seen some of that RSD stuff, man, and just I laughed, man. I was like, damn, I see where this nigga coming from now. I seen the videos and I'm like, this shit looks like some reality TV shit, man.
Right. Well, that's the thing. You know what it is? It's like if because people always ask me, they're like, yo, Miss Locario, why don't you do some infield approaching chicks videos and stuff? And it's like, see, the only time I tell dudes this, the only time you ever gonna see that is if I'm out and somebody else is sneaking and freaking filming me, because I'm not doing that shit on my own at all. And I got too many reasons why I don't do that shit. Because the thing is that I don't like the idea of filming somebody without their knowledge of the shit. So if you ever see me do that, let's say because I remember I had this one dude that was like begging me to do this shit, and I was just like, look. I was like, the only way I could literally do that and it actually be real, and you still probably wouldn't even know it's real, I'd have to go up to the chick, have a hidden camera, talk to the girl. Then after I talk to her, I'd have to tell her, hey, yo, I just filmed you, and I want you to sign this release form to let you know I'm gonna put this out on fucking YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like that, all that bullshit. I ain't got time for all of that. You see what I'm saying? So what I tell dudes is, when I do my seminars and stuff, because I'm actually gonna have a whole bunch of seminars next year that I'm gonna be traveling and all that. If you want to see me do some shit, you got to see me in person. You feel what I'm saying? You got to be with me in real time so we can make this shit happen.
Yeah, you definitely got to see somebody in.
Right.
Absolutely, you definitely got to see somebody in person, because when I looked at the videos, I'm like, this shit looks like it's acting like this, like they on the set of the Avengers or some shit.
Right.
They talking about follow her, go. I'm like, the coach ain't supposed to be that close to 2 minutes, man. Especially if it's a nigga and the girl if it's gonna be like that, y'all might as well have a menage a trois or something. Right.
If
y'all roll that way, but that shit was like very suspicious.
And on top of that, you gotta understand the power of fucking editing. Because the thing is this, I'm not saying that all the videos are fake. I know personally some dudes who faked videos. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I know this personally. You understand? I'm not gonna say no names, but I know. You understand? So this is why I'm like, watch this shit for entertainment, but don't get caught up in thinking, because the thing is, it's easy to create a narrative. Like, I could literally go out tomorrow or next week or whatever and do a whole bunch of those videos and hire some actresses and models and place them wherever and then do a whole bunch of crazy shit, and they'll be like, oh my God, Mr. Locario's the greatest. How did he do that? He just talked to this girl for 3 seconds and she started sucking his dick. It's like, how did he do it? So, you gotta take all that shit with a grain of salt. It's always, unless you're in front of a dude, literally they're seeing him talk to some girl, you can't really take it too seriously. You see what I mean? So it is what it is.
Yeah, because when I seen that RSD, I was like, oh my gosh, I see this.
And the thing is, shout out,
because the shit was funny. I was like, oh my God.
Right, and shout out to RSD, because I've seen dudes in person. You see what I'm saying? So I know that they get down for real. You see what I'm saying? So I've seen some of them in person. So you know what I mean? But it's like a lot of these cats, they just be like going overboard with this shit. I'm like, come on, stop. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that too,
stop making videos.
Right, and on top of that too, I always always say like, look, that's cool to watch, and you can learn some stuff from it. You know, I'm not taking anything away from that, but it's more beneficial for you to actually go out there and do it. It's almost like if I'm like I always say, if I'm playing the piano on a video, you can watch me play the piano on a video, but that's not going to make you a good piano player. You understand? You got to actually get in front of a piano and start pushing the keys yourself. So it's the same thing with this. You could see me go up and talk to some girl in the here and there, but you still got to go and talk to the girl. You still got to put yourself in front of a girl and talk to her. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's still you that, you got to do that. You feel what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I wanted to ask you a question. When approaching, how can, like, niggas, like, develop, like, a tunnel vision when they're approaching, like, ignore everything that's around? Because I notice when you approach females or whatever, they worry about everybody and this and that. They can be in a group with, they can be in, like, in a couple, like, maybe 2 or 3 or 5.
Right.
Around, so... As us guys are very analytical, how can we, like, stop being analytical when we approach, like, when there's a bunch of people around?
Right. Well, the thing is, you got to understand the way that you put out your energy, the way that the way that you interact in the situation or in the moment, it's going to dictate a lot of times how other people are going to react in a moment in a lot of cases. So what I mean is, let's say you're talking to a girl and she's there with her 2 friends and you're at a bar or whatever, and what it is that if you go up to all of the, the whole group and you start talking to them, you understand what I'm saying, and then you pull the other girl to the side or whatever, the fact that you went into that situation with that energy and orchestrated that situation, or you took control of that situation, then you're able to get what you need to get done. So it's more so about you being able to control yourself. And then by controlling yourself, you know how to control the situation. And then by controlling the situation, you're able to do what you need to do. And when I say control the situation, I'm not saying that you're forcing anything or whatever. It's just that what I mean is you're sort of guiding, I should say, the direction of what's going to go on. So even if you're just talking to one girl in the street and you're worried about everything else around you, that's the thing that's going to make the interaction of you talking to that one girl not go well, because you're worried about everything else around you. So it's that's part of you controlling yourself, controlling your focus on that situation. Or if there's people around, figuring out what the situation is, what's the dynamics in a situation, and then using the best course of action in that situation. But it's all really coming from you starting to control yourself and knowing how to interact in those different situations. So it's really just getting everything else out of the way, I should say, mentally, and then just mentally focusing on what you're trying to do. You understand? And just point blank period. Like, don't worry about her girlfriends. Don't worry about people watching you on the side. Don't worry about how people are going to think about you. All of that shit has to be, out of your mind. It's almost like, it's like this. I'll say it like this. Let's say if there's a bomb and you have to sort of defuse the bomb, are you going to really worry about what somebody's saying down the block or what some other friend is worried about? No, you're like, I got to defuse this bomb or we're all going to die. You feel what I'm saying? So you're just focused on that bomb. So you get yourself focused on that bomb to, do what you got to do. So the same thing happens when you're dealing with these girls and you're interacting and you're approaching and you're talking. It's like, all I'm focused on is talking to this chick to either get her number, give her my number, close the deal, whatever the fuck it is I'm trying to do. That's it. Everything else outside of that is not important. You see what I mean? And so, but that comes from you knowing how to control yourself and then learning how to control that situation. You see what I mean? So that's all it is.
Absolutely.
That's all it is, man.
Well, all right, then. I'm going to let you get back to the rest of the calls. I'm not going to hold you up there.
That's what's up, bro. All right, bro. I'm going to holler at you.
Peace.
All right. So what else is going on in the chat room, people? Remember, guys, make sure you get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the hard copy. You guys need to get this hard copy. I will mail this out to you, and it's going to be autographed. You feel what I'm saying? So you get an autographed copy. What's going on? Who's this? Yo.
Yo.
What's going on? What's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, what's good, Brody?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. What's your name?
Yo, this is Life from BK, New York.
All right, what's going on, bro? What's going on with you?
Yo, regular shit, man. First time caller, long time listener, man. That analogy you made with the whole bomb shit, that shit was mad ill.
Yeah, no, that's what you gotta do, man. That's how you gotta do it.
Cause like, yo, eventually, because eventually you become a professional at that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You start off like,
exactly. So what's poppin' with you though?
Huh?
I said, what's going on with you though?
Nah, regular shit, man. Like I'm just listening to the show, chiming in and all that. I have a question though, but it's slightly unrelated to the whole topic of this, the show and all that. But
all right, cool. What's going on?
I'm gonna dive right into it. I got an ex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shorty I've been fucking with last year around this time. Right? I ain't gonna front. I miss her, son. I stopped fucking with her, but
right.
Like I had to stop fucking with her for many different reasons. Like, well, not really many different reasons, but just more so like the shorty was just on some using her, because I was listening to one of your shows where you know you mentioned that females can use their emotions to manipulate you and all that.
Right.
And I mean, like, I felt like shorty was just like, you know, when I would bring up certain issues, like certain discrepancies, certain grievances that I would have in regards to, you know, certain situations that was going on, she would be on some, like, she would just be mad combative about it. Like, yo, you know, she would try to justify her actions in some, you know, in different type of ways.
Right.
To make herself feel like what she did or what, you know, her actions at the time was justified. You know what I'm saying? But there was the qualities about shorty, like, you know, she just, you know, she a college grad, like she got her bats and all that. She worked with kids. I got a really good job and all that. You know, I had a really good job, but you know, I don't wear it on my sleeve because I don't want that to be the reason why you fuck with me, because you know that's you know.
All right, wait, let me ask you a question though. You're not hold on, you're not high right now, right? Because you sounded like for real, like you sounded like you high as hell right now. But what's the wait, hold on, but what's the issue though now? You trying to get back with her? You like what's the issue?
I don't know, bro. Like I feel like if I reach out to her, alright, first off, I had a couple of sips. You know what I'm saying? Before I started, I had a couple of sips. And second off, I don't know, because I don't want to reach out to her and give her I don't give her control. I don't want to give her the power to feel like, yo, she won.
But why? My question to you is why you still even thinking about her or talking about her and all, like you like it, so how long y'all was messing around with each other?
For like a month, Brody.
Wait, hold on, wait, stop. Wait, a month? So y'all just been together for a month?
Yeah, like around this time, but it was like the way this shit happened, it was just so crazy because, like, I was coming from a bar fucking with this other bitch.
Right.
Pardon my language. I don't know if I could curse on you.
Nah, you can say whatever. Go ahead.
But, like, I was at F1 Lounge over there. You know over there on Flatbush and shit like that. I was over there. I had a shorty over there. I was like, all right, boom. You know what I'm saying? Went to the store to go get black. And she was, you know, because she looked younger than what her real age.
Right, but hold on, wait. Let me. You know, so wait. I just want to get because I want to get to the gist of this, because I want to get to the point real quick. So you've been seeing this girl for a month, right? And did you hit it, right? Y'all had sex, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was spending the night spending nights and all that. Like
Right.
the shit was it got live real quick.
Right. And then so now you said you had to stop fucking with her because she's acting up and acting crazy and all that, or she doing some foul shit, like
she was just like it just like her shit just it was getting real, like, how can I say it? Like when I would talk to her, when I try to, you know what I'm saying, like try to question her about, you know what I'm saying, people surrounding her and shit like that. Like I wouldn't question her on no malicious shit, but
wait, hold on. So wait. Let me, because I want to get to the bottom of this. Hold on. So you was questioning her about what?
All right, for example, like her and her quote unquote best friend.
Mm.
She had a best friend that's a male.
Mm.
They were scheduled to go on a cruise together, right? So she called herself paying for the cruise. Like she was supposed to be going with her family and all that too, because her mom's work, do the cruise thing and all that. And she,
See,
she
wait, hold on. So this is what I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out why you sort of stopped fucking with her and what she did. That's all I want to know. I want to know what happened. I got to get to the point because I really want to hear this. What happened though?
It was Christmas. It was around Christmas. I had bought her some shit. Like I didn't even, I didn't ask her what she wanted. It was just based on the things that we would talk about and shit like that. And, her previous passions and shit like that. So I bought it. I went out and I got it.
What'd you get? What did you get?
I got her.
I need some more details. You dancing around the situation.
I got her, like, cause she, when she was at school, like she used to be in the art. So I got her some expensive art shit. Like I got her some, like some expensive art pens.
And how much all that shit cost? How much all that shit cost?
All that shit cost me almost $90, bro.
Okay, so hold on. So wait, this is the part that's funny to me. Wait, you said it was on Christmas, right?
Yeah, it was about Christmas when I purchased those things.
So that was last year?
Last year.
So wait, so a year it's almost Christmas now. So a year has gone by. You still think about this chick?
I'm not gonna front, bro, cause like I play certain music. And I think about this chick, man.
Damn, dude. Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there, bro. Come on, man. You from Brooklyn, man. You can't be doing this, man. No,
I know, bro. Yo, damn, I know, Brody, but
you got
like it was something.
See, you
about shorty.
You in love, man. Damn, you got. She's got you sprung.
I did my thing. You know what I mean.
And wait.
Between within that gap.
Right. And wait. And so let me ask you. Did she stop fucking with you, or did you stop fucking with her? You feel what I'm saying? That's what I want
to cut her.
Say that again?
Well, the way it went was we had a phone call. We had a conversation over the phone.
Right.
Right. You feel me? Like when she went home, like, cause not only they drop her off, at the at the train station before I go to work and shit like that, and that's what happened the last time we had convened.
Right.
So when we was on the phone, like I had, like, she had, the way she was acting around that time, I was just like, all right, let me give her some time.
And what was she doing? What specifically was she doing?
If I can remember correctly, like, she was just acting distant.
Right.
She was acting distant, and, she wouldn't tend to me as like she used to. Like, a lot of shit that she was doing before, it kind of, she was just, she kind of fell back.
See, what it seemed like to me, this is what it seemed like to me, and, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what it seemed like to me. It seemed like, you met this chick, y'all fucked around a little bit, you got sprung, you was sweating her a little too much, and she started backing away. Is that sound somewhere in the area?
You are 100% correct.
That's
bro,
what I'm saying.
I went, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not able to hold you. I mean, on a job in my service vehicle. I mean, I'm going through the Texas at the prior.
Right, and how old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 29.
29. Okay, so you're not even. I'm thinking you may be 20, 21 or something. So you an older dude. So you're gonna have to like charge that and just keep that moving, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so and when was the last time y'all spoke?
Yo, the last time I spoke to her was when it was what's it? Is it it would be I would say December 31st. December 31st before the new year kicked in.
Wow, hold on, wait a second,
yeah,
bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yo, my fault, Brody.
Hold on. You said
all right, go ahead.
The last time y'all spoke was last year, December.
Yeah, man.
And you still think about this girl?
Unfortunately.
Oh, man. Man.
I'm thinking about her, but I just don't know I don't even know. Like, my man's just telling me, yo, I should, shoot her a text or something if I'm really trying to pursue it. Because I'm feeling like, yo, all right. Because the real thing that really kind of like ticked me was the fact that when she left, when I was dropping her,
right?
She didn't have the audacity to take her Christmas gift with her.
Oh man!
So I'm like, yeah, like, well, why would you leave it? I asked her, I was like, yo, why did you take it? She's like, because I didn't, I'm riding the train, and I didn't want to, carry the extra baggage. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Yo, dude, listen. I'm telling you. Listen. You
laughed at
me. No, it's funny because, man, it's a chick. Yo, I wouldn't even listen. Truthfully, I wouldn't even contact this chick if I was you. I would delete her number out my phone. I would, like, you need to let that go heavy, because if it's been a year, you understand what I'm saying? And you still thinking about this chick, and she fucking shitted on you by not even taking the gift you spent money on. Nah, son, that's crazy.
Copy.
You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, it's been a year, so you don't know what's going on with this chick. You know what I'm saying? This chick probably pregnant right now, about to get married, or so you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fucking fact.
So it's like
fact.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, why you shouldn't even be thinking about this. I'm thinking, and dude, look, you gotta understand, man. You were only with her for a month. You understand? And what happened was you liked her, you had sex with her, you got sprung. So you don't really even know this chick. You understand? Like, truthfully, let's say if you even started talking to this girl again, and y'all was hanging out, you probably find out you don't even like her. You understand? Because you don't even really know her yet. All you know is about the fantasy that you got in your head of who she could have been. You feel what I'm saying? Because you only was with her for a month, and this was last year. You feel what I mean? So, dude, you gotta move on from, like, don't even think about her anymore. Like, she's done. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because this thinking this way or thinking about her this way, that right there is either indirectly or directly affecting your game overall when you try to mess with other girls. Because you're gonna keep thinking about her, comparing her to the new girls you fucking with her. You're gonna be constantly having this idea on the pedestal.
That is a fact. You see what I'm saying? That's a fact. Because I'm looking like, yo, bro, I be on the social media shit.
Right.
The dating websites, looking for shorties that look like her.
See,
same height, same fucking body type, same size, same sign.
Oh,
like,
man.
yo.
Dude. Nah, son. You gotta stop that, bro. You gotta stop that. That's what I'm saying. Yo, listen. Delete her phone. Delete her number out your phone right now. If you following her on Instagram or whatever, stop following this chick. Like she don't exist to you anymore, son. Like you need to like really, like, man. You understand? Like you gotta totally like start over. Like forget. You know what I'm saying? Like. Call Will Smith from Men in Black and have him flash that thing in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like,
yo, and you know what's funny? Shorty came out of a 5-year relationship that was fresh. She came out like a month before she met me.
Right, exactly. And that's the
thing.
If
that allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly, because when I met Shorty she had her shit in flat. But she lived in the Bronx.
Right.
She lived in her ex, man. Like, yo. So when I ran into Shorty, she was, you know, I guess her man, like her ex-man, stayed in Flatbush where I met her at the lounge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I met her, she, you know, she kind of made a, you know, she came up with a story that was convincing at the time, but everything fell together when, you know, during the course of me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm like, all right, cool. You know, she was telling me, you know, she left her trumpet over there, whatnot.
Right.
At her cousin's house, in her cousin's closet, and then later on into the, you know, thick into the relationship, she telling me, yo, she, you know, the only thing she got to get from, the only thing she has to, that's left to be picked up at her ex-boyfriend's house is her trumpet that she left in a closet. So I'm like, yo, which one is it?
Damn, dude, you had it bad, bro. So this chick was just using you for you was the rebound. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a fact, bro. Oh my god, yo. Oh man.
Oh man, you killing me right now, bro. This is fucking ridiculous. Yo, listen, man. Dude. I'm gonna tell you this. I gotta get to a few more calls though, but I'm gonna tell you this before we hang up.
Copy.
Yo, delete her number ASAP. Right when you get off the phone with me, delete her fucking number. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm on it.
If she's on social media or whatever, like, don't follow her, nothing, you know, whatever. Like, she's done. And you gotta stop thinking about her, or just in general. You gotta stop like, you know, applying the game with this type of situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, forget her, move on. You're going to meet other women. You're going to meet other women you're dealing with. And what I would say, when you meet these new girls, stop getting so attached so quick. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got to all you got to do is hook up with them, have fun, you know, chill, relax, hook up with them some more, have some more fun, whatever, and leave all of that lovey-dovey, extra thinking about you, I'm in love shit to them. You feel what I'm saying? They're the ones that's supposed, like they're the ones that's supposed to be calling up, talking about there's some guy I knew last year that I still think about. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be doing that. You feel what I'm saying?
Copy.
So you gotta definitely, you know, like, get that shit going, man. All right?
That's true.
All right, man.
Respect. That's respect, big bro. Like,
all right, bro.
I appreciate everything you're doing, man. Yo, I'm still online right now. I'm still in here right now listening in. So,
all right, cool. That's what's up,
and I appreciate the time you took out, man.
That's what's up, man. All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you, bro.
Let you get back to these other calls.
All right, bro.
All right, big bro. One.
Peace. Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on. Yo, what's going on? Who's this? Yo.
Yo, what's up? What's going on, Locario? This is Farrell from Oakland.
I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
Shit, man. Just got done kicking with this bitch. She met her from Tinder or whatever, but damn, this bitch had no sex appeal, man.
Oh, why? What happened? What happened?
Her pictures look, you know, cool, whatever. But you know, when I met her with her, I just did not feel like she wasn't ugly or nothing like that. You know, it was just like she just, I don't know. She just didn't really look like. You know, she just really didn't have nothing that really turned much. I don't know. Like,
right.
She had no sex appeal.
So what happened though? What happened? What happened on the date? Is this? You just like called it
No,
a
I
night.
kept that. I kept that like shit. I kept that shit short, like probably like it were like 30 minutes or something like that, and just kept it moving. But
Oh wow.
that's not even the reason why I called. Actually,
Yeah.
fuck it. I'm about my time. I ain't trying to waste my time. This ain't no point in kicking with something you ain't really trying to
Right. So what else going on with you though?
fuck with like that. Nah, I mean, yeah. Basically, what I was calling is I actually been calling you about this for a minute, but I was calling because I wanted to get your advice on like approaching women when they have their headphones on. Like, like every day when I'm going on like the subway or bus, BART, which is the little public transportation out here. I be seeing a lot of females, but they be wearing headphones, be in their phones or whatever. Like, what's like a good good tips to like approach women?
Right. So the thing is, I remember I've talked about this before, because my dude Miles came up with some shit. Like, if you on a train or something and you see a chick with her headphones on, you just take your phone out and then you go on your notepad, right? And then you write something on your notepad and then you hand her the phone. So you might write something and say, yo, what's up, miss? How you doing? What's your name? You cute. What's going on? And you hand her your phone so she reads that. And then once she reads that, it's gonna, you can start having a conversation. You see what I mean? So a lot of times chicks, they'll think that shit is cute. So I've been in situations where I'm on a train and a girl would she be on her headphones, whatever, and I'm sitting right next to her. So I just type on my notepad and I'll be like, hey, what's up? You're adorable. What's your name? And then I pass it to her. And then so she'll smile and she'll take her headphones out and we'll start talking. You see what I mean? And so that's what you really got to do. Or you can just, if she's there with her headphones on and everything, and let's say she's in your line of sight, you just start saying something and then she'll just take her headphones out. You feel what I'm saying? And that's all you got to do. You know what I mean? So, it ain't nothing too crazy.
There was one instance. Yeah, there was one instance where like I was going down the stairs and bitch was going up the escalator, and she was like all up in her phone, so she really wasn't looking around.
Right.
And she looked good. And I said, "Excuse me," but then I noticed that she has headphones on.
Right.
So in that situation, like, I already knew that if I and it was like kind of like in dark or whatever. So I felt like if I ran over there and it came from behind, I felt like I would have probably scared her more than anything.
Right. And again, yeah, it all depends on the situation too, because in certain situations, let's say, in that situation where she's going up the stairs or you going down the stairs. Now, if you really want to go and talk to her and actually go back up the stairs and holler at her, then yeah, you could do that. You just go in front of her so she could see you, don't hit, tap her from the back or come at her, you know what I'm saying? But you want to be right in front of her so she can see you, through her peripheral vision or whatever. And then you just start talking to her. And then as you're talking to her, what's going to happen is when the person talks to you and you got their headphones in, you usually just going to take your headphones out because you're trying to hear what they're saying to you or asking you or telling you. You see what I mean? So once she takes the headphones out, you start talking. You be like, yo, what's up? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And then you have that conversation. You see what I mean?
So you had experiences where you see female using her phone or whatever, you just ran back to catch her attention, or what I'm saying, not even run back,
right. Yeah. There's a few times I did that when I seen a chick that was bad. You know what I mean? Or let's say a chick might not even have her headphones in. She's just on her phone. You know what I mean? It looks like she's texting or some shit like that. And I just walk up to her and then I just start giving her my number. While she's on the phone, I say, hey, my number is 917 blah blah blah, and then I say put my number in. And sometimes the chicks actually just put my number in. They'll put my number in and then we'll start talking. So she already got my number even before we started talking. You see what I'm saying? So there's so many different ways you can do it. You just got to sort of be creative and feel out the situation and see what's going on in the situation. You see what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you. And another thing, one last question was, basically, this is, I see a lot of white and Asian women, when I be getting to work and everything. And, my thing is that when I try to approach white women, I don't know, it's just, I feel like I be thinking too much. I feel like when I'm like trying to I try to like if I see an attractive white woman, I'm thinking like, damn, if I approach her, she could say this, she could say that. Like, what's your like advice on like how to get through that, push through that? Because I feel like I don't know, I have some in the back of my head, especially with shit going on nowadays. I feel like, man, break and Brad. I'm going to get it.
Wait, so are you black?
Like,
what's your you black?
Yeah, I'm black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You got to stop thinking that that these chicks every chick out is out to get you. You see what I'm saying? Like, you just having a conversation and talking. Again, it's all about energy, because you're gonna have certain chicks who are just gonna be nervous just because, you understand, but just because a guy's coming up and talking to them. But you're going to have some white girls who are going to be receptive to you because they're receptive to the fact that you're trying to holler. You feel what I'm saying? But you're not going to know that unless you go and holler. But see, if you have in the back of your mind that she's going to feel a certain way, or she's going to feel funny about it, then it's going to be hard for you to actually do it. And then when you do the thing, what's going to happen is that she's going to feel that nervous energy. And that's the thing that's going to make her feel weird about it, and that's going to make you feel weird about it, because now you're thinking, oh, she's feeling a certain way because I'm a black guy and she's talking to me, I'm talking to her, and then now she's going to feel weird, like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Why is he acting all weird? And then when you see her feeling uncomfortable, you're going to get uncomfortable also. You see what I mean? So you want to make sure that you are just like, interacting with them and you're comfortable with the shit. You understand? Because, I talk to white girls all the time. You feel what I'm saying? and it's never a problem. You feel what I'm saying? So it's
I already know. It's because I think it's, and I'm trying to like get past that. It's all up in my head or whatever.
Oh yeah. It's all, I'm telling you, it's all in your head, bro. It's all in your head. So you just gotta, make sure that you're comfortable with yourself, and then it's gonna be easier for you to, make things happen. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just gotta get past that. But hey, I appreciate Locario. I'll be calling you like damn every week.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Appreciate it, bro.
So I'll make that shit a habit.
All right, man.
Gotta take advantage while I last. Already.
Now I'll be here. All right, bro. I'm out at you.
All
right, peace. Yeah, man. But yeah, you guys got to definitely take advantage of the 30-minute game sessions. So make sure I'm gonna have the link below. Or you can go to MrLocario.com and sign up for the 30-minute game session. So that's a session between me and you over the phone. All right? What's poppin'? Who's this?
Me.
Yo.
Hey, Locario?
Yo, what's going on? What's poppin'? Is this Heat and Succeed?
Hey, what's poppin', man? Yes.
What's going on with you, bro?
I got a quick question, dude. I want to know if this is an example of employing games. So I was at the strip club 2 nights ago, and I paid for a few lap dances, but then it was a third stripper who approached me, and then she asked me for a lap dance, but I was like, nah, but you're pretty though. So she sat next to me, and I want to know if this is an example of games. So I'm talking to her, and then I started, talking shit to her, and asking about how big of a freak she is. And just the conversation unfolded to the point where I was able to basically, she sat on my lap and let me like cop a feel and like choke her and like pull her hair a little bit. And I didn't pay her a dime. So is that an example of game?
I mean, yeah, to an extent, yeah.
Or is that not because it's in a strip club environment?
Well,
you can't really say that's game,
right? Well,
or is it?
This is what I was gonna say. To an extent, yeah, that's you actually applying that. You applied a strategy to sort of get her to do something with you without you having to pay her. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that sometimes in those situations when you're in a strip club, of course they're gonna try to entice you to pay for the dances and do all the other stuff because that's their job and that's they're there to work. But at the same time, if she's allowing you to touch her and grope her and do all this extra shit that she doesn't need you to do, or that she probably isn't allowed to do to a certain extent, you understand? Then yeah, you could say that's a part of applying game. Now, what you got to do though is that you got to do that outside the strip club. You feel what I'm saying? To a chick who you can actually really make something happen with in most cases. You see what I'm saying? because
Yeah,
the
that
fact
could be
that
the
you're
challenge.
right, but because the fact that you're still in the strip club, she gonna have to do, you know, her stripper thing. You feel what I'm saying? Which is to actually entice you to try to get the lap dance, because she could have been just trying to.
That's why I
entice
wasn't
you.
sure if that translates.
Right.
If maybe you're onto something with game.
Right. Well, that's the thing, because
Not
the
a
thing
bit.
is,
Maybe there is hope.
right, because
but
the
I
thing
wasn't
is,
sure because I was in a strip club at the end of the day.
right,
And
because the thing is,
stripper
the fact
bitches
that she's
there,
in the fact that you're in a strip club, she could have been doing extra stuff to entice you to try to get the lap dance. But at the same time, you know, usually in strip clubs, a lot of times chicks, they'll do up to a certain amount of things to try to get shit popping, but they're not going to really go in unless they know you're trying to make something happen. You understand? They'll just move on to the next guy. So, but the thing is, what I think is good is that you actually were trying to talk to her and flirt with her. You see what I'm saying? Which is good for you. You understand? So the thing is,
I was doing that.
right. So the thing is, you just got to make that translate into you flirting and talking to other girls who aren't strippers, who aren't at their job, who are actually, you know,
right.
like if
So
you're at a party or whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, what I was going to ask you though is, on a first date or on a first interaction with a woman, could I do that? Like, could I flirt with her and try to touch her?
Yeah,
like
that's
I was
yeah,
with
of
a stripper,
course.
or no? That's
No,
no
of course
go.
you can do that, but again, it has to be something you're doing that is, you know, in the context of it, you know, being something you should do at the time. So what I mean is, let's say if you're on a date with a girl, you know, if y'all are getting drinks or something like that, you know, you don't want to just out of the blue just grab her up. You understand what I'm saying? You want to start flirting with her a little bit. You know, like let's say you talking to the girl and you say, hey, you know, the last time I saw you, you know, you were looking good, but tonight you looking real cute. Like, I forgot how good you look, blah, 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 blah. So you flirting with her or whatever, and she's warming up to you flirting with her. And then you might put your arm around her. You might, like, you know, hold her hand while y'all start talking and something. You understand? So you're gradually making it happen. You don't just go in and just jump to it. You have to gradually make it flow in the situation. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is so yeah, you could definitely flirt with a chick like that and touch her on a date. It just has to flow with the situation. You see what I mean? So if you're on a date with a girl and you're talking to her and she's pulling back and she's like falling all the way back and she's not really being like trying to get too close to you, at that moment it doesn't make sense to try to touch her and grab her because she's not showing interest, because she's not getting close to you. Now, if you're on a date and you're talking to her and you're flirting with her and she starts to move in closer to you, where she's laughing, you know, at your jokes, and she's sort of like, you know, touching your shoulder a little bit, then you can, you know, touch her a little bit and do what you got to do. So it all depends on looking at what she's doing and looking at her responses, and then you continue to, you know, keep things going. You understand? It's all about noticing what's happening in a situation and then knowing when to make the move and when to fall back. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
what
is the most bold move you could pull right off the jump?
Well, the thing is this.
You think?
The thing is this, and this is a very important thing for most guys to understand, is that a lot of the bold moves you make, it's still low-key sort of calculated. Meaning, I'll give you an example. Like, if we went to a club, right? I could roll up on a chick and say to her, yo, miss, you so fucking sexy, I want to fuck the shit out of you, right? And then she could be receptive to that, right? She'll be like, oh my God, and you know, like, and let's say she's flirting back with me after I said that. Now, what you're gonna say is, from your perspective, you're like, oh my God, Mr. Locario, he went in and said that. So now what you're going to do is you're going to try to do it. You're going to go up to just some random girl and you're going to be like, yo, you look sexy as hell. I want to fuck the shit out you. And she's going to be like, what? Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. So you're going to be thinking, why didn't it work when Mr. Locario did it, but it didn't work when I did it? But what you didn't notice is that what I noticed was I was already checking out how she was looking at me, or I was already seeing her vibe, and I was already feeling that, okay, she seems like the type of girl that if I go up to her and say this thing, she's going to be way more receptive than another random girl. So I've already peeped out certain things before I said it, which will, and it's never 100% sure because a girl can still reject you, but I know 90% that this girl's gonna be receptive. You see what I mean? Is that type of shit. So a lot of times, your boldness, it seems like that on the outside, but it's not necessarily just something that just occurs. So for example, I'll give you another example real quick. I was out with my friend one time, right? And we're chilling and we're talking to these girls. So it was like these couches or whatever. So he was sitting next to this girl and he had his arm on in the back of the couch, right? So I'm talking to the girl on the other side of the couch. He's talking to the girl next to him. So we're all just talking for maybe like 15 minutes or whatever. So out of the blue, he grabs the girl and he starts kissing her, just like going in, right? So, right. So then after that, what happened was the girl and the other girl went to the bathroom, right? So, and this is like years ago. So I said to him, dude, I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what was going on, right? So what he said was that when he was sitting next to the girl, he was touching her back and rubbing her back and forth for like the past 10 minutes. So I didn't see he was doing that. You see what I'm saying? So he knew that since she was allowing him to do that, then he can go and grab her and kiss her. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that's happening that you're not seeing, which looks like, oh, he was just being bold, but he knew certain signs and things that indicated that it was okay for him to make the next move. You see what I'm saying? So everything is just a calculated move. So it can go from me. I can go up to a girl and say, hey, how's your night going? How you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm fine, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. Now we're in a conversation. Then I'm like, since she's talking to me, let me move it up to flirting. Now I might say something flirty. I might say, yo, you have some really sexy lips and you got some nice eyes and you're sexy as hell. Now, if I see that she likes that and she's smiling at me, if she's receptive to the compliment, oh, cool. Now she's receptive to the flirting. Now that I see that she's receptive to the flirting, let me try to touch her. Oh shit, she's making me touch her hand. She's coming closer to me. Now I'm hugging her and talking to her. Let me try to kiss her now. Oh shit, we kissing. Now we're kissing. Let me say, hey, let's get out of here and go back to my place. You see what I'm saying? It's always steps. It's little steps that get you to the next level. You see what I mean? But you have to be aware of how she's responding to those little steps. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's all it is. You see what I mean?
Yeah, and another question I had, bro, is so as far as with these strippers, can I was curious because it was some other dudes in the strip club. I'm wondering, is it a sign that a stripper? Because what I believe is that the strippers, they're there to get money and they're going to be actresses. They're going to make you believe that they like you. But what I felt like maybe if you were looking at a stripper, smiling at her or whatever. Will she give you a lap dance with more enthusiasm than just a random dude that you just grabbed them off the street and threw him in there?
I mean, not necessarily.
Because that would also be an example of game I'm thinking.
Right.
Like if I talked to the stripper in a certain way, I was like...
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing.
Trying to be smooth.
This is the thing. Well, the real way to know if you're really tight with your game in that situation is that stripper or a stripper just period in that situation would need to do something out of context that allows for you and her to make something happen outside of that stripper realm. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. That's the reason why it's hard to gauge you gaming a chick in that environment, because a lot of this shit that she could be doing, smiling and giving you, extra lap dances, it could just be her doing that because she's just doing her job. You see what I mean? Now, if let's say for example a chick was giving you a lap dance and you flirt with her and she's flirting back with you, and let's say she says to you, hey, take my number down, then that means that you've done something to make her want you to call her to call her. You see what I'm saying? Or let's say she says, hey, I get off at 4:00. You should meet me later. You understand? Then that's showing that she's receptive to what you're doing. But if it's just in the same realm of like just her stripping, her getting the money, her smiling at you in the club or whatever, it's still just the same type of shit in most cases. You see what I'm saying? So it's more so, what is she doing outside that realm? You see what I mean? But this is why I'm saying it's better for you to practice everything you're doing on chicks who are not strippers, on chicks who are not at their job because they're paid to be there to be nice to people. You have to get a chick who she's not in the situation, like she does. It's almost like you got to get a chick that doesn't have to be nice to you. And then when she's, being receptive to you, that's showing that your game is on point and that it's working. You see what I mean?
Yeah, and I know you said, this is my last question, bro, and I'm going to bounce. But you said in my last call, I was, I was talking to the girl at McDonald's, and you said that I misinterpreted her saying, because she had told me, she's like, I always see you here. Every time I come to work, you're always here. She told me that. And, it was just that real bad vibe or whatever. And then you told me that maybe she liked me. Well, I had went back there, and she was there. I went there today, and then she was trying to have a small conversation with me. So I'm thinking, if I'm a regular customer, could that be a sign? Could there be a way to detect if I could holler at a worker there?
Right. Well, yeah.
You say no?
No, you could still holler at her. I would just say if you could go in there again, because if you went in there again and she's talking to you or whatever like that, and she sort of knows about you and all that other stuff, but again, you still have to sort of see the vibe that she's given to know if she's actually, because some girls, when they're into you, it's like they light up. You understand? They're talking to you like longer than they need to. They're sort of flirting with you, whatever. So there's certain signs that say, okay, this chick is kind of feeling me. But what you could do is, if you want to holler at her the next time you go in there, either have like if you have cards with your number on it, or even write down your number on a piece of paper and just send it to her and be like, yo, listen, call me tonight. We should get together, hang out sometime, and just give her the card and then just bounce. You see what I'm saying? And then see if she hits you up. You see what I mean? Tell her when to call you and do that, and then that's all you got to do. You just got to make the shit real simple, and then
I've heard that advice before.
Right, and also too, if let's say you do that, and let's say she doesn't call you, right? When you go back, if you go back in that same store, you just keep shit regular. You don't have to ask her, oh, why you didn't call me? What's going on, my boy? You just be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? And then you buy whatever you got to buy, and then you bounce.
Yeah, I've heard you say that before. Yeah.
Right. You see what I mean?
So, to avoid it being awkward.
Right.
I had situations where it was awkward after when I tried to do something.
Right.
And it was fucking a mess afterwards.
Right. So yeah, so you just gotta, just keep that shit smooth. You'll be alright. You know what I mean? You just gotta, I would say practice talking to girls, flirting with them.
So flirt with her or what? Next time I see her, try to flirt with her or what?
No, I would say next time you see her, just keep it sort of like light and quick, because she does work there. So when you're talking to girls who work at places, you don't want to talk too much or try to get into long conversations or do too much. What you want to do is, let's say you walk in there, let's say you're buying whatever you're going to buy, and you see her, be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? How's your day? Whatever. She's like, oh, I'm fine, blah, blah, blah. And then as you're leaving this place, let's say if you don't have a card, just write down your number on a napkin or some shit. And you go up to her and be like, listen, me and you should get together sometime. Here's my number. Give me a call tonight or text me tonight. You feel what I'm saying? You give that to her and then you just bounce. And that's it.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I've
done that. Done that where you did that to where then she didn't call you and then you went back and then she was making it awkward?
Yeah.
You were trying to be cool, but she was...
No, yeah, because the thing is, I've done that I've done that in a it was this gym I was going to, and there was a chick there. I was like, yo, here's my card, hit me up, tomorrow, let's get together, whatever. So I gave her the joint, and she never hit me up. I went back to the gym, I saw her, and I was just like, oh, what's up, how you doing? And then that was it. I just kept moving. I did my workout or whatever, and then I came back 2 days later, did my workout, saw her again. I was like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Just regular shit. Then on the third, I think the week after that, when I came back, she was like, oh, hey, I'm sorry I didn't call you, but blah, 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 all that. She was on that shit because she noticed I wasn't really...
All right.
You see what I mean? I think because the thing is...
So did you smash her or what?
No, I didn't get to smash. Like, she kept playing games, so I just tried to the game. But the thing was, she tried to get back at me because she noticed that I wasn't making it a big deal. You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't mention it. I acted like, I didn't really care, and that's the thing that made her really want to come back at me. So that's what I'm saying. If you ever do that and you see the girl again, just talk regular. Like, don't even mention that shit. And then if she's feeling you, she'll mention it. You see what I mean? Because she'll be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that will usually happen. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, thank you, Locario, bro. I'm trying to see the light right now.
Yeah, man. I'm
glad
you know.
My area.
Yeah,
but
I'm
I'm trying
glad.
to see the light. Thank you, man.
That's what's up, man. You just got to keep doing your thing, bro. All right? All right, peace.
All right, then, bro.
All right, people. It is 1:15 in the morning, and I got to eat some fucking food. I am tired and hungry. Listen, I'm going to see you guys Friday. I'm going to end this real quick. Make sure you guys get How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day, the ebook, hard copy, I should say, and the audiobook. Okay, so make sure you guys get that. Make sure you guys, be on the lookout for the Bad Boy book, which is coming out soon. Maybe it's probably, I don't think is it going to come out? Should I put it out before this? I might put it out early next year, like maybe January-ish. So the Bad Boy book is going to be soon. I'm going to be doing a show on Friday. So make sure you guys tune in on Friday. Also, I need everybody to join the Patreon. Okay, patreon.com/Mr. Locario. Let me put the join up there. So www.patreon.com/Mr. Locario. Make sure you guys join that so you can hear the Bad Boy show. Also, make sure you guys sign up for the 30-minute game sessions, okay? Click the link below. I'm going to have the link. Make sure you sign up for the 30-minute game sessions. That's when you have a one-on-one session, just me and you, and it's also going to be recorded so you can keep a copy for yourself, so you can listen to it back and listen back to the game and all the other stuff. Explode, you said, will there be a Bad Boy membership holiday discount? Yeah, so in November, at the end of November, around Thanksgiving, I'm going to have a sale. It's going to be a Bad Boy membership sale. And so I'm going to be adding some free stuff when you join the Bad Boy membership. Okay, so make sure you guys look out for that. It's going to be off the hook. And I want to shout out all you guys out here who was rocking with me tonight. You know, I know it's late and shit. Sheldon Smith, Black Man, Female Pimp. Who else we got in here? Michelle Cobre, Explode. Who else? We got John Eastland, Jermaine Jones, Chris G. All my peoples up in here. Dre the Great, Doodwat 212, Young Geezer, O'Wallaby. I had what's the other dude? Somali, what's going on? Did I even get to your question? Come through back on Friday. I'm gonna have to get to the question, but you guys should call me if you want the questions answered. The best way is to call. I know a lot of people don't get through, but calling me is the easiest way. Who else? We had Casey McClure. We had a few trolls in here tonight, so shout out to the trolls. Shout out to my dude Greg John. Who else we had up in here? I think I'm forgetting a few people. Zenovo, Ballhead Gang Jamaican, Eddie N. Gotta be having some funny ass names in this motherfucker. Icebreaker was popping. Who else we had up in here tonight? Had a good amount of people up in here. So look, I'm gonna see you guys Friday, 3 p.m. And all that shit. And I will talk to you guys later, all right? Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.